Hey, what's happening, everyone? I'm Kevin with Robertson's Power and Sports. I can't believe it, but this summer here has flown right by, and that can only mean one thing. Snowmobile season's right around the corner, so let's talk snowmobiles. I know many of you last year had followed along with our Snowcheck update videos from basically October all the way through the season and into 2023 Snowcheck season. So thank you to all of you that followed along. I really appreciate the support and the interaction with everybody and being able to help people out and put some information out there. So we're going to continue to do that again this year. We were hoping that we wouldn't have to, not because we don't like doing these videos, because again, I enjoy doing it. I like the interaction with everybody, and I like being able to help people out. So but we were hoping to be back to some sort of normalcy, but that's not the case. I think we're getting closer. We're getting there, but we're not quite there yet. And so I'm going to continue to do these update videos as long as it takes. So if that means one whole season of doing them, then I'm going to do them. So you can definitely turn to us as a source of information, and just know that basically all I'm doing is taking the information from the manufacturers and passing it along to you. There's not really any speculation, and if it's something that I do speculate, I'll make sure that I tell you that. But I basically just take that information that's given to us and put it to you. So as long as the information continues to come into me, you're going to continue to get that information. And many of you know how to reach out to me. And at the end of this video, I'll make mention of all the ways you can contact me if you do have any questions. I do want to say right up front that I had many people last year reach out all over the country and even into Canada, asking about specifics on their snowmobile and delivery times and all that, and I just don't have access to any of that stuff. And even if I did, it's really not my place to overstep those boundaries between you and your dealer. So again, if it's a general question about maybe certain missing components and when they expect BRP expects to ship them, I can answer all that stuff if I have that information. But as far as specifics go on your certain sled at another dealer, I have no access to that. And again, it's not something that I would really want to get involved in. I don't want to get between you and your dealer, just out of respect for everybody in this industry. So anyways, there has been quite a bit of news in the so-called off season. We're going to start out with the recent cyber attack from BRP. Many of you have probably heard about this already. It is true. It did happen. It's basically shut down BRP for the last now 3 weeks. Today is Tuesday, August 30th. So it's been 3 weeks now since this cyber attack has taken place, and like I said, basically is shut down. So all the BRP dealers, we don't have access to anything as far as parts ordering, being able to check shipping times on units. I know many of you are waiting on units, not just snowmobiles, but I mean anything that BRP sells, and we have no way of telling you, we have no way of looking up to see what the estimated ship times are on any of that stuff. So BRP has basically, like I said, been completely shut down. Nothing really going on. But late last night, we did get word that the parts and accessories, we're going to be able to start ordering those again, I believe today. So things are going back in the right direction for BRP. I know this has been a huge pain in the butt for everybody involved, from BRP to the dealers, and ultimately you, the customer. You're the guys. You guys are the ones taking it on the chin right now. I know, having them shut down like that from the service department, we can't order any parts, can't get any parts in. If a customer wants to order something over the counter, we can't even do that. And then as far as new shipments go, we can't track that stuff. No delayed components were coming in. So it's just been a nightmare. And here at Robertson's, I want to thank all of our customers for their continued support and patience and understanding while we're going through all this. Trust me, this is not the way we want to do business. These are unprecedented times still. And, as far as running a business like this, it's not the ideal way of doing it. It's very inefficient. But right now, we just got to do the best we can to continue to make that wheel go around. So again, thank you to all of you for your support and continued patience. And just know that we're doing our best here to be able to get your product out to you as quickly as we can, and as soon as those parts start rolling through, we'll get that stuff out to you. So anyways, so looks like we're making progress with that cyber attack. I know BRP is working around the clock to get all functions back up and going, so hopefully not it won't be too much longer, and we'll be back up fully. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I don't have this isn't hasn't been communicated to me at all, but I'm hoping once that happens, we start to get a little bit more information about what's going on with snow checks and delayed components and all that. So let's start off with Skidoo 2022 model year. I know many of you have asked and have expressed concern about the really two big components, and that's going to be the air-controlled suspension and then desk posts. We were supposed to have a communication on the air-controlled suspension components back on August 16th. Obviously, that was a couple weeks ago, so due to that cyber attack, that information was never passed along to us as far as what the plan is, what the time frame is to get these components out. So obviously this is a key concern for a lot of you, and it's right at the forefront for BRP as well, to be able to get these parts out to you, or out to us, I should say, so we can get your machine back up and going. So I expect to see something in the near future. Again, this is just, nothing's been stated that they're going to come out with a certain date. This is just me speculating that we should have some communication here in the near future. And then also on desk posts, the last we heard about desk posts, they were still issues with microchips. So as soon as those posts and information, I get some more information regarding that, we'll definitely let you know. That way there we can get you in to get your machine set up or taken care of from last year. So I want to touch a little bit on the whole desk post thing and the air ride suspension thing. Just know that, at least here for us at Robertson's, you know, we're going to handle double the amount of snowmobiles this year, and pretty much every service department, you know, is going to be in the same boat, because, you know, last year, just pick a number, let's just say you snow checked 100 sleds. 100 of those sleds, or almost all of them, are going to need desk posts. They're also going to need some other component, whether it's air ride suspension or not. So we're going to have to take care of all of those snowmobiles from last year, and then, you know, build all of the snow checks from this year. So when you come into the service departments, just make sure you know, be understanding, and you know, I know it's frustrating. Everybody wants everything yesterday, and we want to be able to provide that to you, but pretty much all the dealers' workload is going to just about double this year in a time it's already very busy for them. I've stated this in the past, fall season is the absolute busiest, you know. Here at Robertson's, we call it silly season. You have basically every single season, every product, it all kind of comes together for a perfect storm, from, you know, watercraft winterization to people getting, you know, it's a perfect time to ride up here in the Northeast for your ATVs and side-by-sides. You got hunting season coming right around the corner. Again, you got snow checks rolling in, preseason services for snowmobiles, and then now on top of that, you're going to have all of your, you know, sleds from last year that were missing components. So it's going to get busy. It does tend to get a little stressful, but, you know, just know that going into it, that everybody here at Robertson's is going to do their absolute best to get you out and riding as quickly as we can. We do have, again, we're a full-line BRP dealer, so we sell everything from, you know, their on-road stuff to off-road, and then watercraft, along with the Sea-Doo switch pontoon. So right now, we're trying to prioritize people that have been waiting for their machine. They ordered it a while ago. I got some stuff that's, you know, people have been waiting almost a year, or just about a year now. So we're trying to prioritize that and get that stuff out to people as quickly as we can. So enough about that. I'll tell you a little bit of the information I do know about the 2023 snowmobiles. So many of you have reached out and asked about it, and as of late, and I don't have any information as far as estimated shipping times, because BRP's been down. But some of the stuff I have seen swirling around the internet, and there's been some questions regarding it. So I'm going to talk to you about this. There have been some changes to some of the models for 2023, and this is not every single one of these sleds. This is only some, but the shot start and manual starts were removed again on some models, and they are replaced with electric start. And this is not all of them, but this is on the models that are affected are Summit Edge, Summit SP, and Backcountry X and XRS. Again, not all of them are affected, only a few of them. And then also, some orders will be modified to a different color, track, engine, and or package than initially ordered on some, but not all of the following models: the Summit Edge, the Summit SP, the Expedition, Scandic, and Tundra. And we got a communication a while back, excuse me, about some of the changes that were made to the models that we had on order, and it was a very small percentage compared to how many sleds that we ordered. So again, there are some small changes to that stuff, and obviously this has to do with supply chains and whatnot. So and please know that there isn't any flexibility to modify any of the changes, but you do have the option to cancel your order at no fee, and that's coming directly from BRP. So if the dealer contacts you and they say, hey, your sled's been changed, there's a different track, there's a different color, it's moved to a different model. I'll give you an example. I ordered an Expedition Extreme for myself this year with a 900 Turbo R, and that machine got changed to an Expedition LE 24-inch wide track. So, some people wouldn't want that at all. So if that's the case, you're able to cancel that at no fee to you. So that about wraps it up. I know there's not a ton of information in this video. Many people have been reaching out though and asking, hey, is there any type of update and whatnot? So I was really hoping, I was waiting to have as much information that I could put it all out at once to you, but seeing as though we're getting closer and closer to snowmobile season, I figured I'd at least get something together, give you the information that we currently do have, and like I said earlier, I'm going to continue to do these videos throughout the season. I let you know the different ways that you can reach me at the Robertson's Power and Sports Facebook page, our YouTube channel. You can email me at kevin@robertsonspower.com. You can also reach me at 207-324-5502. Again, I enjoy helping everybody out and answering questions, but like I said before, as far as specifics on your snowmobile, if you are out of state from another dealer or whatever, I can't get into that stuff. I don't have access to it. But if you're a Robertson's customer, we're going to tell you what the estimated ship time is, and just please understand that when we look at that estimated shipping time, that's exactly what it is. It's an estimate. So many people have said, well, you told me that it was going to ship on whatever the date is. And I said, well, that's estimated. And I can't stress that enough. There is no guarantee in that. The only guarantee is once it's here in the dooryard, and we won't know if it's missing components until the machine ships. And that way there we can run the VIN number to see if it's missing anything. So just because your vehicle arrives here at the store doesn't mean it's ready to go. It could be waiting for who knows what components that it may or may not be missing. It may be 100% ready to go and perfect. That's the way we want it to be. But and also keep in mind, you may have ordered some accessories for your machine. So again, this year we're going to wait until we have everything to be able to assemble your snowmobile, from the missing components and the accessories, just to try to keep the service department flowing and not have to handle a machine 3, 4, 5 times. It's very inefficient and just puts a backlog on everything else. So that's how we're going to handle it again this year. So like I said, we're going to be a source of information. If you have any questions, reach out to me. We hope we're going to have a great snowmobile season. So until the next video, take it easy. We'll talk soon.